MidJourney just announced a huge AI expansion. Here is what you will be able to do next. Tom's Guide report that filming movies in a virtual sandbox, is that how it is gonna be? Artificial intelligence image generation platform MidJourney is working on new 3D video and real-time creation models that would allow it to simulate the entire world. So this will be really helpful for those uh, who have a little budget or they have a huge budget. But the problem is that someone has to keep an eye on these things. These cannot be just like um, production ready. So in the next, they say details came out as a part of the recent office hours on Discord, where company leadership answer questions from users about the future of the platform. Rumors have circulated for some time that MidJourney was expanding beyond images, but this seemed to suggest the new movies will be tightly focused on creating a world model. This will be a huge thing, and if it comes to become like a world model, it will be like a simulating or virtual reality. So it will be a great thing. They have been adding and upgrading other features such as image description and consistent characters while building new models. The exact nature of this is unclear, but the company suggests it would be a virtual environment where people could build video games or shoot movies, an open world sandbox. So, like currently, what's happening is that people can have meetings in the VR. So, if the world is simulated and there are real people there, um, like their avatar would be there, so they would be able to say cut, focus, and everything within the virtual world, and it would cut the rendering cost, I guess, because you are recording when you are in the VR world. So if AI gets involved in it, then this means that there will be a world that AI is controlling and a virtual world. So what will happen is that when you give it a prompt, it will add a Superman, a Spider-Man, and some other characters. And if you tell them that, give them a story, then these characters will speak and talk to each other, fight with each other, like however the prompt is. So I think that's where it is going, that there will be a virtual world controlled by AI. So currently, I guess uh, everything is limited to some countries. But if VR world, virtual reality world is there with AI, it will not be limited to just one place. It will be covering the whole world. They would be able to go to any place in the world, and they will be able to create any scene in any part of the world. So I think that would be a revolutionary thing. So the metaverse is back. On the surface, it sounds like some modern interpretation of the metaverse, the idea of a fully interconnected series of virtual environments where people can carry out everyday tasks, earn money, and have fun. However, it seems more like a new way to create content of any type, including generating an entire virtual environments where future sci-fi movies could be filmed without having to use VFX tool to create every element at geek cost. The sandbox vision from MidJourney's holds bears more resemblance to some of the idea being put forwarded by Roblox for its developer studio. The company recently revealed new texture and avatar generation, and during a conversation with head of studio Stefano Corazzo, I was told that there are plans down the line to have AI generate the entire environments from a text prompt. So currently what happens is that when there is a like a prompt, people create 3D models, people create generate 3D uh, objects and the whole world. Okay, so it required time and it also required the money, because to create something in something like Blender or other 3D uh, softwares, it is really like hard to get the right thing in the right time. When there is an AI involved, um, I guess the cost will be less and the time spent will be less. There will be rendering involved. So, but the problem is that if even if AI is involved in there, so it will only give us the video. It will not be able to give us the files. Like Blender have files. If we want to, if we render something, then it we can modify the version that we have in the Blender. But what will happen if we give it a prompt and it take some hours to render the whole thing, some hour or a day maybe? It depends on how much memory it costs. So I think that it will require some time to render. But when the render is completed, then if the thing is not what we expect, then it will be a huge problem. And after the creation uh, of this thing, the mid-journey, filming, virtual reality, all this thing, testing will there will be like a huge amount of testing required, years of testing, because it cannot be done in like just in a uh, glimpse. So like let's say let's talk about the new game, the Cyberpunk. Okay, so it was started creating in something like I don't know the exact year, but 2015 or 16. But it took time for like everything took time in it, and it also involved testing. So years are required to test something like a game. Okay, so what if you want to create a game, but you on you are what if you want to create something that can create a game or a movie? So it will require a lot of time to do the testing and all those stuff. And I think that it is too early to make suggestions. It will be time will tell where it goes, but I hope it is a good step forward. And I think Midjourney has done a great job to initiate on this thing. That would be all.